Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to my channel. I'm Sebastian, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a full body stretch and recovery routine. To start, we're going to go ahead and grab our foam roller, and what we're going to want to do is start to roll out on our IT band. So we're going to be working our way from the bottom up, okay? So to get your IT band on the foam roller, we're gonna go ahead and tilt to our side. And from here, I'm gonna start kind of at the top of the hip just to find my placement on the foam roller. Now I'm gonna use my arms and legs to help support me as I roll through on that IT band, okay? At first, this can hurt quite a lot, especially if you're sore or if you're a runner. Usually runners have pretty tight IT bands, so this is definitely going to be good for you. And if you find any area that is really tense, you can go ahead and relax there for a little bit and breathe. Breathe, hold, and relax. And gently roll over the area. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and switch sides. And if you feel if at any point it's too much pressure, just use your arm and leg to help bring you up to alleviate some of that pressure, okay? So you just want to take some time here, find anywhere that's tense throughout that IT band and quad area. And again, if you find a spot that's particularly tense, go ahead and hold, breathe, and relax. And roll around that area a little bit. Good. Go ahead and come on down. For the next part of the routine, we're going to go ahead and roll out our lat area, okay? So your lats, if you don't know, they're a major part of your back muscles. So from here, what I like to do is kind of get into that shoulder area and my lats. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and roll along that back side on my right. And I'm going to go up into that shoulder area and breathe. And you just want to find any areas where there's any tension, any knots. And breathe. So I can feel there's a spot here in my shoulder that's a bit tight. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust and go for that area, okay? So right about here, I can feel there's a lot of tension, which is pretty common for me from boxing and holding pads. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the other side. So this left side, I definitely feel a lot more tension compared to my right. Good. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and move into that shoulder area a little bit. I definitely feel a lot more tension here on my left side than I did on my right side. I'm trying to recall why that might be, but either way, that's where I feel most tense, so it's okay. Good. So for the next exercise, we're gonna roll out our calf muscles. So go ahead and move that foam roller from the ankle to the back of the knee is kind of that target area that I'm looking for. Now, I'm gonna place one leg over the other for a little more weight onto that muscle. And at the top of my calves is where I feel most of that tension. Yep, right about there. And just gotta breathe through it. Besides rolling forward and back, it can tilt at the muscle group or the leg, left and right, so pretty much twisting to find other spots where there's tension. So right about here, I feel like there's a lot of tension. So I'm gonna take a few more seconds. Good. I'm gonna switch sides. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so for the next part of the routine, we're gonna go ahead and do breathing squats. So go ahead and get a nice shoulder width position in your legs and feet. And now from here, I'm gonna go into a deep squat as low as I can comfortably. But what I wanna do is I wanna keep my chest upright. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my fingertips like this, making sure my elbows are in line with my shoulder. And we're gonna go ahead and come on down, breathing out on the way down and breathing in on the way up. That's gonna be 1. Let's do 10 of them, okay? Ready? Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. That's 3. 4. 5. Breathe out. Breathe in. 6. Breathe out. Breathe in. 7. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. 1 more. Good. Okay, so for the next exercise, what we're gonna do is go ahead and come on down to a forward lunge with our hands down on the ground. And from here, we're gonna reach down with our elbow towards the ground. And now we're gonna come on up, twist, and we're gonna do 5 of these. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Go ahead and switch legs. Lunging on my right and twisting on my right. Elbow down to the ground and come on up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. For some of us, we might find that it's very hard to keep our balance on that one. So what you can do is keep the bottom knee or the back leg knee down on the ground. And from here, you should still be able to go for that twist, but you'll have a little more support and balance, okay? Awesome. So now let's move on to the next exercise. Okay, so for the next exercise, we're gonna do cat-cow stretch. So go ahead and come on down to all fours. And now we're gonna do 10 repetitions, arching at the spine and the shoulders and the hips. You wanna make sure that your wrist is roughly in line with your shoulders and your knees are roughly in line with your hips. So that way you have a good base. From here, you can plant the toes if you'd like, or you can rest. Now from here, go ahead and breathe in. And breathe out. And we're gonna do 10 repetitions. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep going. We'll do one more. And breathe out. Good. So for the next exercise, we're going to go ahead and move into downward dog. So really pushing the heels into the ground to stretch out your calves and hamstrings and your back and glutes. Pushing through the shoulders, nice and strong, to stretch out the shoulder area and your back. Hold and breathe. From here, you can alternate your heels and calf to stretch them out. Awesome. So now let's move on to the next exercise. For the next exercise, we're going to go ahead and move into a low lunge position. So you're going to be working some static hold with a stretch, okay? So from here, you can start from the bottom. This is going to be your easiest way to do your setup for this. So from here, go ahead and bring the arms up. Find your base and footing. And from here, we're gonna hold a lunge and adjust the distance between your legs to where you can hold and breathe. We're gonna take 5 deep breaths, okay? And relax. Go ahead and come on down. Switch sides. Good. Starting from that bottom position, find your base and footing. Go ahead and bring the arms up. Come on up first to start, and then adjust your legs, your hips, and your level. Once you find your position where you feel comfortable, go ahead and start to breathe for 5. Good, and relax, come on down. So at that last part, you can see that I was moving around. I was bringing one hand behind my back just to get a little extra stretch throughout the hip and throughout the back, okay? You don't have to do that. Anytime you're stretching, what I'm doing is trying to give you a guide on what to do. But while you go through the movements, you want to find that mind-body connection to see where you're tense personally. Where is the tension in your body that needs to be released, okay? Okay everyone, for the next part of the routine, we're gonna go ahead and lay down. Because we're gonna twist at the back area, we're gonna hold and breathe. From here, I'm gonna put my arms out to the side. I'm gonna draw my knees up, roughly in line with my hips. It doesn't have to be perfect, but from here, I'm gonna allow my knees to come down to the ground. I'm gonna adjust and twist my body. My main focus is that I'm stretching throughout my back and low back, and I'm getting my knees on the mat first before I twist, hold, and breathe. Ready? Hold and breathe, and go. For the purpose of the video, I'm just gonna take 5 deep breaths, okay? Okay, go ahead and switch sides. So to start, I'm gonna bring my knees to the mat or the floor. Now from here, I'm gonna open up. Hold and breathe. Good. Okay, so for the next part of the video, we're gonna go ahead and breathe and relax. So I got my cushion here. If you don't have one, you can go ahead and just lie on the ground, and we're gonna take some time to breathe. For the purpose of the video, I'm just gonna breathe about 15 times. So go ahead and lie down. Find where you're comfortable. Open up at the arms. You can bend your knees or relax your legs and bring them out flat. For me, I'm gonna keep them bent in this position. And from here, I'm gonna hold and breathe, Ready, and go. If you're doing this hold on your own time, you can take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes to let the body relax. I'm going to take 2 more deep breaths. Good, go ahead and come on up. Okay everyone, for the next part of the routine, it's going to be optional. If you have a Theragun, go ahead and grab one. If you don't have one, I highly recommend it because it's going to help overall with recovery. Now from here, we're going to run through the full body, and you're going to want to try to remember where were the parts in your body where you had the most tension. So from here, I'm going to start by going to my calves, because earlier when we were foam rolling, at the top of my calves is where I felt most tension. So I'm going to go throughout the calf area for a few seconds. Good. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the other side. Okay, and the other area where I felt there was like a lot of tension was going to be in the upper back area, and also in my shoulder area. But it's kind of hard to get to your own shoulders from this position or with a massage gun. depending. Some have different adjustable angles. That help. Go ahead and switch. And for you, you're going to want to try to remember where you had most tension throughout your body and go over those areas. For me, I'm kind of just doing a full body kind of sweep and reminder of where I was most sore. So I'm going to start there in those areas first for the purpose of the video. But if you want to move and do a full body sweep, start from the legs to the upper body all the way through, okay? Going through your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes, your quads, maybe even your lat area. I'm gonna go ahead and do the lat area for a few seconds. Other side. It might even be for you the front of your chest and shoulder area. I can feel on my right side here, there's tension. So I'm gonna go over the front of my shoulder area. Right about there. A few more seconds. Other side. Good. Okay everyone, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's full body stretch and recovery routine. And if you found it helpful, make sure to follow for more tips, and I'll see you in the next video.